Good evening, Speed Gaming. Welcome back to the Winter Zelda 1 Randomizer Tournament. We have a championship bracket round 2, game 1 between JamEvil and drjayphd on for you tonight. I'm Mel here. With me today will be Asoa, and chat, of course, will be JLo7. Asoa, how you doing, my bud?
I am doing fantastic. So this is a round of 32.
Yep, JamEvil, both veterans, actually both these other veterans. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. You get to argue it's a Clash of the Titans, some say.
Yeah, if Jay's on his game, this can go either way. Jam has won tournaments in the past, so we all know how good Jam is. Jay has been around the scene for a long, long time, though, so it'll be a lot of fun to see.
Yes. The question will be, where do we start?
Upper Death Mountain to the left of Vanilla 9.
Ooh, that's nice and mean. I'm gonna go almost equally mean. Now, I guess we get vanilla. And we're gonna start with. We don't know.
Well, we also have the flute. We have Darkness on the Overworld. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, but it's better than Wish Robes.
I don't know. I'd rather have Wizards, I think. That means they're not in dungeons.
I've had too many seeds where Wizards on the Overworld prevent you from getting anywhere to really say that I'd prefer Wizards on the Overworld. It looks like it's a Power Bracelet start. And the immediate level 5.
Ghost Runner's got that ever important first bomb drop, too.
This feels like a 2Q5.
Yep, so it'd be 4 stairs. 2 transports, 2 items, so 6 staircases total.
No, it's 1 stair item, 1 floor item.
Oh, good call. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And speaking of a stair item,
I won't just say another heart to make into a seed. I'll take
it. Plus, until you see the white sword item, well. I'm going to be honest, I prefer hard enemies in the dungeons.
However, we cannot go any further into this 5 because we have no keys.
I mean, we can just buy keys.
We need money for that. I guess Dr. J has some money. And what did he just pick up?
A heart container.
Heart. Yep, heart.
So, heart is the armless item. Heart is the first item in 5.
It'll probably be the coast item and the white sword item also.
Look, we're just going to get nothing but hearts until they both have 16 hearts. And then naturally, the magical sword, will be on a ladder block spot. So Jam is out of bombs. That could be a problem. Ooh, cheap candle, 40 rupees. Dr. J is going to go ahead and pick that up.
I'm sure Jam will get that momentarily also. Not at that price. He has the large shaker coming up also.
Yeah. And honestly, for that cost, there's no reason not to just buy the candle.
If I have the money, I'll get it right away. If I didn't take any, I'll get it right away. It's kind of whatever I find first.
So both runners are going to have a candle and hopefully bombs for the southwest here. Now let's see what this bomb spot down here is. It could very well be nothing. It does like to be nothing. It is nothing.
So if this is indeed second quest first half, which is kind of what that 5 was kind of leaning to, eventually we have not only Red the Bubbles, but we do have the Big D.
What, you don't like 2Q4?
I don't like 2Q anything.
But TQ4 is 30 rooms. It's less rooms than First Quest 7. It has an additional item.
I know. I find I was getting really turned around to Q4 for some reason.
Oh, that's just because TQ4 is very easy to get turned around in. Like, it's actually a box. As opposed to TQ7, which is a cinnamon roll.
I'm okay with 2Q7 actually because it's small and it's really not that bad.
The main issue is the muggers, and we're going to see that the boomerang is the ghost item.
Oh, that's gonna be staying there for the entire seed.
I mean, if we see a world wrap over to the coast, then we might see it picked up. Speaking of items that were going to stay there, that heart container's not going to stay there.
So 2 of our 3 items are hearts that we get for free, and we have level 5 for Dr. J.
That's a
And-
bomb wall.
Yeah, Jam did not check that.
That's very interesting. Because normally I don't think level 5 has a bomb wall like that. So unless the game rolled a random bomb wall into 5, it's 2Q back half shapes front. I think it's shaped front anyway. I don't think level 5 starts that far over. But honestly, I'm a little now not sure. Because
It's in the dash. I think the 2Q5 is actually VEL.
Yeah.
So yeah, this should be shapes 5.
Yep. Okay. If that's the case, oh wait, it could be still be first quest, I guess. Get it? It's second old man has a bomb upgrade. Runners would like to have that. This is starting to the way this is evolving feels more like a first quest. There's 9.
So that means first half, then second half.
Could very well be. Oh wait, no, that wall didn't open, but I mean, it could also just be that you need keys. We're not gonna have a good way to tell though. That's the problem. Well, there's another key, so Jam could elect to go a little deeper into this 5.
I might save first and see if it will pay off for me.
I'm getting more convinced this is a shape.
Yeah, this definitely feels more shapes than the first quest.
Yeah, I think this is a shape. So Jam's gonna elect to clear this room out.
We have a shaped front and a 2Q back.
So with shapes in the TQ back half, you probably just want to dig 9 for you're a little more willing to dig 9 for required items because it's so much smaller.
Yeah, 2Q9 is really not bad at all.
But the downside is you have to deal with 2Q8. There's a transport.
Now, bear with me here, but 2Q8 isn't terrible because at least you have a lot of staircases that you can mark off, so it clears off 2 rooms right away.
Really good double stun for Jam on the dark nuts. The dongos. Yeah, that's a shape. Which is good.
That doggo did not want to go down.
Nope, it wanted to live. The dongo wanted to live. But now it's dead.
And we have Dr. J burning out some forest.
This is kind of interesting to see the 2 runners take very different routes now.
I mean, I'm of the train of thought where if you have dungeon clear
Oh, wrong door.
until that happens.
Yep. Oh, and the case rolled up. It's a perfect storm. Oh! Okay. Jam's gonna try to clip to that key. Gets the key. And now we're off to the other locked door.
That's a pretty slick clip for Jam there to get that key.
Yeah.
Not only get around the trap, but to actually get the key.
Gonna check for a bomb wall here. Makes sense. Dr. J is gonna enter the cave and be told that the Octorok likes turtles and then lose money. And another key door. Good usage of the bombs by Jam, though. And yeah, you probably have to burn a key to get there.
No map makes this spot kind of terrible.
Yep. The little turtle.
In theory, you're supposed to get the map pretty early to Shapes 5, though, so it should be gettable.
The problem is keys. The Shapes 5 has not been very kind on keys so far. And honestly, sometimes Shape 6 is better than 5 for keys. There's 9. Potions let her get for Jam.
Oh, we have another level up for Dr. J. We have level 3.
Ooh, this is a good find. This is round of 32. There's a question in chat of whether this was round of 32 or round of 16. Here's a staircase room.
That key in the corner with the remove open stairs is a dead giveaway for that.
Yep. Problem is, do you actually want to clear it?
Yes. I mean, I'm the kind of coward that I'll hide on the doorway and just let them come to me.
At least they're not the fast land mouse. What do we get as our reward? Oh, hi! That's nice.
It's nice, but it won't help him this early in the season, unfortunately, until he finds that bow. So it's kind of just taking up inventory space.
Yeah, but it's still that nice bit of knowledge of, oh, I don't have to go look for these later.
It is at the bottom, though.
Yep. So overall, I think it's still a good find, even if you can't use it immediately.
It's my personal least favorite Armos item, just because if you want your Armos item to be able to help you.
Yeah. I think as an Armos item, I'd rather not have silvers unless I have something like bow early. Like bow pre-Armos, then sure. But in general, yeah, I think a more utility-based item such as a wand, a white sword, a red ring, a wrap. Yeah, any of those would... Silvers is one of those things that you don't actually... You almost don't want to find it immediately. You'd rather find it a little bit later in the seed once you've gotten some items under your belt. Even though you're not going to say no to them if they show up as the first item.
We got Squishy Bones, and we're going to have that Triforce, but we're going to leave it behind, so we do want to get that 4 item here in this 3 if we possibly can.
Yeah, and I think this is a good play. It's early enough in the seed that you can choose to commit to a 3 early, and it's not really going to hurt you because it's 3. If this were 7 or an 8, I'd say just get the Triforce and fail.
Oh, absolutely. I think with it being 3, though, you have to kind of commit to it.
Yeah.
Unless it's Wizards.
Or at least get... Yeah, that's the other thing. The enemies in here aren't too bad. The bubbles are the worst enemy so far.
Bubbles are the worst, period.
Yes. Oh, hello!
Oh, hi.
You're talking about an Eniki.
13-minute Enki is godly. Hello, Triforce.
That's actually going to be very helpful for Dr. J when he goes back to 5. So, right now, Dr. J does pick up a little bit of an advantage. However, it depends on how well he can capitalize it to determine how much of an advantage it actually is. Because... Oh, no bomb drop for Jam! An immediate 4.
That being said, Jim will find a level 3. He's not too far from it, and it's going to be on his current routing path at the moment.
But that's the thing is, like, you can get an item advantage, but you have to be willing to make use of it in order to convert the item advantage into a time advantage. Otherwise, it's just a nice little thing sitting in your inventory. Then we get more bubbles.
At least these aren't the permanent bubbles. These ones aren't as bad.
Yeah. James should be finding 3 and 4 here momentarily. We'll likely dig 3 out.
Yeah, I think I'll take both of them out, honestly.
Dr. J so far definitely seems to be digging both out.
And level 3 for Jamie.
Bomb drop for Dr. J. He's going to want to get over and get that.
Jam is doing what I would do is the courage shot and hide in the block, because why not?
Yep. There's a Triforce for Dr. J. Britt did briefly consider picking it up. Jam finds the Silver Skirt. Dr. J may go ahead and pick up this Triforce, get some health back. May elect to go back for the Gliok, but we don't know just yet. May elect to just leave. No items have been seen in 4 so far.
Were those 1 HP orange Gurias? Did I count that correctly?
I actually didn't quite catch. Looks like Dr. J is going to elect to not continue digging level 4 here.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. For me personally, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are my must digs. Like I won't leave those without items usually.
I think the main decisional factor for Dr. J is seeing that there is a shutter door in the Liak room and saying, okay, you know what, I'm just going to come back for this later. And Jam thought about picking up the Triforce, but is going to elect to go and check at least one more room, and checking this room is going to net him the Any-Key.
Yeah, he did consider it. He looked at it, he's like, do I want this?
You were correct, it is 1 HP Gurias, as Dr. JayPhd is now at level 2.
And JamEvil's like, yay!
Probably very glad he decided to check the extra. And that's the kind of thing where, what I've been calling the due diligence, I know there's a couple other names for it, where you just check the couple of rooms around the Triforce itself can be very beneficial.
Some people like to call it the Rick 6. Heart and 2?
JamEvil finds 4.
Let's see if Jamie stays here a little bit longer than Dr. J did. It wouldn't surprise me if he did.
Yep. So where we stand is, on paper, Jam is a little bit behind Dr. JayPhd. However, Jam does have additional exploration of 5 completed already. And there's a book in 2.
Nice to find that early. Not just for the hints on the floor, but in the dungeons also.
Oh, here's a bomb ball Dr. J didn't see. Now it gets a little spicy.
If this is, for example, the bow or a wand, speed gem up, this could be big.
Spreading would also be good as defense or utility item for the overworld, like the ladder, the raft, the water, the porter.
Almost anything but a heart.
Magic Boomerang probably wouldn't be too helpful.
Yeah, true.
Dr. J's got to watch out, only on half a heart here. The tech guy trolled up.
It was like missing that bomb hole did not penalize Dr. J, because Jam did not find anything of note over there.
Nope. Jam is going to go ahead and clear out this last skip, though. See the Triforce. Gonna go ahead and elect to go at least one more room. Dr. J's got the Triforce out of 2. Jam's thinking about this. Jam's gonna go ahead and give the Gliok a try here. Does have 7 hearts. So it can take quite a few hits.
Jam is very, very confident with this combat, so this Gliok won't pose much of a threat to him, I don't think.
Yeah, the only thing that's a little bit troublesome is that river on the right side. because Gleok's hitbox skews left, or skews right, it's a little bit harder to hit him when you got that room in there. And Jay finds level 7! Holy
He's
cow.
finding all the dungeons.
Alright, so this is a spiral. Or a cinnamon roll, as it's being called now. Jam has decided, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and dig 4. I'd rather dig 4 than a TQ 7 or 8, and I think this makes sense.
100% makes sense in my mind.
Especially
I
with
can see why Jay didn't want to deal with a Gleok, but it's only 2
Yeah.
heads, so...
And that being the only way to get to this portion of level 4, sure. Like, both runners' decisions make sense. Oh, there's a bow block in 7.
Hey, Gumma.
That's kind of steep. But thankfully, you don't actually have to pay it. I really like using the bombs here to speed this combat up, and it's a little bit safer, because Jam's on half a heart. Gotta be really careful now.
Nice dodging with the fire. It's going to save the room, though.
That's
For me, I thought he was going to save the room state.
I thought it was 2. Oh, it doesn't get a heart drop! Meanwhile, Dr. J's in a room with a ton of Lionels. Jam now has pancakes to deal with, which are much... Here. But you gotta be careful, because you have to pay 1 heart of damage in order to wear the pancake armor.
The thing with pancakes, though, is they can be a little deceptive. Sometimes you think they're going to bounce off, and they don't. And then you're like, oh, wait. Ow.
Yep. Has something to do with the way they're moving. Dr. J is out of level 7.
Oh, this level 4 is going to give Jam to the last couple rooms.
Yep. Dr. J is going to nearly cap out, if not completely cap out on money. And this room's not going to contain the item because it's a dark room.
I think also we might have a super room going on here.
That would be entertaining. Sadly, we can't use the pancake armor strats.
Oh, that Guerrilla tried, and Jam just happened to turn around right at their last second and blocked the boomerang.
Yeah. Honestly, the bubbles are kind of rough in this room, not just because of the sword losing, but because they can knock you into the other enemies.
He has his last bomb ready. He doesn't choose to use it, but he does get the heart back, so he's okay now.
Yep. Just gotta make sure you do not get swallowed by the light while you don't have a sword. See, okay? Compass here. We haven't been to that room to the right.
We have 2 rooms left, 1 to the right and then 2 to the left.
Jam is going to pick up this compass, see that the Triforce is back there, get a reminder of that.
We got a super room.
Alright, we get 1 heart. What is the other item? Ooh!
Hello.
Okay.
That's huge for Jamie.
Yeah. We don't know if it's required yet because we haven't seen any hard ladder blocks. But level 8 is up here too! Okay, you know what? Honestly, I think James is going to get all these Triforces as much as he can. And probably not go back to 5 until much later. Because we're only missing levels 1 and 6 right now. So, folks, this could be a bit of a jet seat. Hold on to your hats. And if you're not wearing a hat, hold on to your headphones. And if you're not wearing headphones, hold on to your speakers. And if you're not using speakers, then how are you listening to us?
So really all Jam, as Dr. J unfortunately runs to the backside of the Lionel, which will not feel very good.
Something centaur butts.
Someone said telepathy in chat.
Sorry, my telepathy respenders are not working. There should be a stair.
Well, there's going to be 6 pairs, so...
Yep. 6 pairs, and then I think 1 or 2 one-ways.
And then 2 items.
Yeah. That's why the running joke is you just take transport stairs for 20 minutes.
No, Jam is in level 2. I'll see if he gets the book. Which it wouldn't shock me if he didn't.
Yeah, the book is very helpful, especially with the dungeon hints. Although it's not as important at 9 because there's only one hint in 9.
I like the test for the wall masher just in case.
Yep.
I've been burned in those more than once. I have a thought to what that ink blot is, but I won't say it due to SpeedGaming. It revolves around a game that people used to play in high school.
Book for Jam. Chad saying level 2 to Chang. Thank you.
Yes, Jader, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
Dr. J's got to be careful in this room. These Lionels are just wanting to go full shooting gallery. Oh! I don't know if Jam's seen the Harden 2 yet.
Oh, he did. He got that already.
Okay, so then he's seen both items, so he's good.
Yep, he's just looking for the try.
And he's running away from it, so he'll be out of here quick.
He just got snatched from the belly of the skeleton, and he's good to go. Naked Beer Man gets his third Triforce. Because he does have the 1 in 4.
Yep. So both runners on even Triforces, Jam with a little bit more knowledge about level 5, though.
Jam does have the ladder also, which is huge.
Yeah. That's honestly probably the more important bit here. 10 hearts also.
He could potentially get mags if he comes across it.
Can you imagine a 10 heart magical sword in this kind of seed? There's level 8 for Jam. I'm going to find this before 7.
But he won't be stopped by the Chevy rooms. He'll be able to go pie them. Because there are going to be 2 Chevy rooms in this level 8 somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And also, Jam's probably not going to dig much past when he sees a Triforce.
Yeah, he won't unless he has to.
Now, if the items are on the way, he's not going to say, okay, I don't want my items to be on the way. Gets a clock for his efforts, which actually does speed the stream up quite a bit. There's one of the one-ways in.
All right, Patrick.
Ooh, there's a compass. There's the shoot room.
I guess Mags was seen, but I don't know if it was by Jam or by Dr. J, but it's in the southwest corner of the map.
That was probably Dr. J, because Dr. J went down there with the bomb and saw that the door opened to nothing. Whereas I don't think Jam went down there because he didn't have a bomb at the time.
That doesn't happen to grab a key when you find after you find the any key, just it's still in your mind.
Yeah, but you know, it's shiny. And it unlocks things. So you pick up the shiny thing that unlocks stuff. The transport stair, and Jam's gonna say, nope, no transport for me, I'm just gonna try to walk it. Clear. We'll probably clear rooms as he goes, just to have, you know, a shot at getting the item, but something like this, he might not be as willing to clear.
He was thinking about it, but he was like, no, I'll pass.
Can always come back later, given that it's next to literally everything.
One more room away, we'll see if we get left one more time. Hi, Gliok.
This is probably the transport stair that leads to this area that isn't a one-way for Dr. J. But if I see this, I'm probably checking that upper area first. Jam's doing a good job with this Gleeok. Takes a couple of hits, but no big deal. Remember, the only hit that matters is the one that kills you.
Can we go left one more time? Oh, hi, White Sword. Hi, Gleeok.
White Sword deep in 8. Okay. So that's going to help equalize things a little bit between our two runners here. Jam still with the exploration advantage of having the ladder. But we haven't seen what's required yet. Oh, hi. Oh, it's required! And a triple Gleeok!
We just saw a triple back-to-back-to-back-to-back Gleeoks. That's fantastic. Thanks, game.
Well, Gleeok definitely returned. Gleeok definitely returned. Holy cow.
But he knows there's a clear path to the Triforce now. Dr. J will not be able to get that because he doesn't have the ladder.
I actually liked the decision from Jam to go ahead and leave here. If you get a recorder, you can get back here very easily. There's no reason to bash your head against the wall and go clear the Gleeok. And here's level 1!
We just need, what, level 6, I think?
We just need 6 and we're done. Holy cow, this could be the jettiest. This could end up being just a massive, Honestly, if level 6 is up here somewhere, then we're just in, like, a sub 50 category. We're in sub 50 territory. We've seen where 9 is. It's over by Candle Row near level 5. There's a red candle.
Candles.
That's actually not bad because it enables more candle boosting.
People often to get red bubbled also.
Yep. Now Jam's going to be slowed down a little bit by not having that white sword. But we'll see.
I think he's good enough as combat though, where it won't hamper him too much.
Well, there's a map. Oh, death for Dr. J and the Gleeok.
I left a rope that you can't see because of the floor pallet.
This is a very bright yellow.
Yeah, you can't see the ropes because they're kind of blend in. Yeah, it looks like Rhinos might be the communal enemy because that's almost every dungeon I think has them.
It's very possible, which would be kind of annoying. Looks like you got to use bombs to get into 1. No mattress, what? Alright, so do you go to the little offshoot, or do you continue through the main corridor? That's the question.
I'd go to the offshoot first. It's just 3 rooms, and you might as well.
Yep, I totally understand clearing this room, hoping for like a bomb drop or a compass. Either would be good. Here's a potential item.
This is why you check your offshoots, just in case.
There are certain dungeons where it actually definitely pays to be more thorough. Dr. J takes another death to the Gleeok, and recorder in 1. Jam is definitely not coming back to 8 for a while.
Yeah, he'll just get that before he goes to 9. He won't come back here unless he absolutely has to. If he finds the bow here, he's done.
8 before 5, just because you can finish off 5 and then immediately go to 9.
Yeah, good call.
And now no 7 is up here. Might be thinking 7's raft blocked. It's not. And a hint for where 6 is right now would be the best possible hint to get. Dave's got to be a little careful. Can survive another hit. It's a little sketch. Okay, compass. Okay. If I'm Jam,
watch this be on, like, Death Mountain, Power Bracelet.
Yep. So, if I don't see an item by the time I get to that room before the Triforce, I'm just going to go check those last 2 rooms. It's very quick. The opportunity cost is incredibly low if it's not a good item. Whereas the opportunity cost is way higher if that's a good item and you just chose not to do it.
Oh, you 100% get the items in level 1. You don't turn away from those.
Yeah.
Unless you're in go mode.
Or the game throws something at you that you can't kill. Like, if it's Goma blocked here, okay, you know what, I can see just going ahead and leaving. And not gambling on, oh, I'm just going to go get... Well, I mean, you're kind of happy with that. Alright, let's see. Jam doesn't need all the money, and we are able to go down. Ooh, hello.
Oh, hi.
That's relevant.
Maybe about Goma blocks.
It's relevant, but it's irrelevant, if that makes sense.
It does, because if that's the bow, we don't need it anyway.
If that's the bow, we have major issues.
But we have a heart.
Just a heart. But no, if the bow was under the Goma, that would be a problem.
Right,
that would probably just have like a key. And because the Goma was there, that guaranteed we were going to be able to get this Triforce. So let's see. Oh, hello. The blue Lionels do go down to 2 White Sword hits. That's relevant for bomb purposes.
Yeah, Jam was bombing the right way, so he has that knowledge too.
And we haven't seen yet, I think, a second item or a third item in this 8. Only the White Sword so far.
Yeah, we just have one sword.
So Jam's going to finish out this area of the coast. No reason to assume that you're wrath blocked until the game tells you that you are.
I mean, he's looking for 6 too, so as far as he knows, 6 could be up here also.
Yep. Here's 7. What a transport stair! Takes you to the other end of the chute. That's technically a one-way. Holy cow, what a garbage aim. Hi, Patrick. How are you today? Alright, Jam now in level 7. Again, the White Sword is going to slow Jam down a little bit. Or rather, the lack of White Sword is going to slow Jam down a tiny bit. We'll see if it ends up being enough to make the difference. I don't personally think it will be. I think the ladder right now is a pretty massive lead. There's a compass. I like this. Checking for the random oops 7 rolled with a bomb wall. That can't happen.
Yeah, so what the game does is when it builds a dungeon, sometimes it will be force loading, given where the staircases lie.
We actually, I think, earlier in this tournament saw a case where a forced bomb wall in a 2Q7 led to a bow.
It's game. It will typically only be horizontal though. We won't see a vertical bomb.
Yeah. And no other items yet in this level 8. I'm getting a little concerned that they're both ladder blocked in that inner spiral wing, as I call it.
That's the third Goma Gliak.
Yeah. Or ladder blocked up near where the vanilla Triforce room is. You can't single clip this, you have to double clip it. It's a little bit of a nuance. Okay, Jam's right next to the Triforce. I would go to the left and check those rooms just to see what they are. But I can completely understand saying, okay, I've got a recorder. If I have to come back, I will come back.
Yeah, because he has dungeons he has to dig, so it makes sense to get out of the ones he doesn't have to until he has to.
Yeah. Plus, it's a 2Q9, so if you're going to go dig for a bow and 9, it's honestly not that bad. Now the question is, if you're Jam, do you go ahead and finish off 8 while you're here, or do you say, nope, I got way more than enough whistle spots to come back to, I'm still going to leave 8 for later? Also, that Triforce and 7's ladder block.
I probably just finish off 8 while I'm here. It was only like 6 rooms, so why not?
So the question is, where is 6? Because that's our last long pole in the tent. Ooh, a bomb upgrade for Dr. J, guaranteed. Plus 4. Okay, not bad, not bad.
It's vanilla, so 1 extra rupee for vanilla bombs.
Yeah, you take that. We almost got the 1 in 102 chance of vanilla price and amount.
No math allowed, so
You can blame laws for that. My math is trying to calculate the odds that Bo is left behind in 8.
Beat potions, I like
go
it.
ahead and like to buy a potion. I like it.
He was capped on money, and I don't think he'll buy a ring, so...
CD has it correct in chat. Asking me to not math is like asking someone to not breathe. Jam is up to 12 hearts. If Jam is able to find that magical sword, he can likely pick it up.
I6.
Okay, Jam's definitely not getting the magical sword now because he's got knowledge of where all the levels are. We have a strong potential of a sub-hour here, and a moderate potential of a sub-50 depending on where the bow is. But I definitely would not be looking for a magical sword at this point if I'm Jam. I'd say, okay, I'm good. Go, go, go.
Yeah, he's not gonna stop.
We know the magical sword's in the southwest corner. Jam hasn't been there, and I don't see a reason for Jam to go down there. And I don't think he does either.
Because he has the white sword on him also, so he's not gonna be looking for that.
Yeah. And as much as you would love to have the white sword, Jam definitely doesn't need it. And yes, the white sword item was a heart. Decent bombing to try to get the switch up down. Oh. Looks like it's vanilla. Okay, you do pop your head in the stairs. Because you won't turn down an item like... Well, Jam's going to pick the raft up here.
I think he knows where everything is, so I don't know why, but might as well just have
Unless
it.
he's thinking, okay, I'm going to go... Unless he's considering a magical sword play if he has to leave 9. Or check some of the area, or check some of the few checks near 9. At least we think Jam's seen everything.
Well, he has the Triforces in 1, 2, 3, 4. We know he was in 5. He's in 6 now. He has the Triforce in 7. We know 8. So yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't know what 9 is.
No,
he's not. He's not 9.
Maybe he's just picking it up because he wants to pick it up. Maybe he just wants to pick up the Triforce. Also, nice weird stare. Maybe Jam just likes having it as like a nice spiral.
Emotional support raft. I like it.
Yes. Well, there's
Hi,
one
Hart.
on the floor in 6, so 6 is not going to have the bow. That's good news for Jam, though, because that's more knowledge.
So he has both items here.
So now the question is, if you're Jam, do you go look for items in 5 and go back there to get the Triforce? Assuming you don't take 7 or 8. No, by the way, we have yet to see an additional item out of this 8.
I would clear 5 before I clear 7 or 8.
Yeah. The question is, do you clear either of those? The question is, do you clear 5 before you go to 9, or do you just go to 9 given it's 2v9?
I'll go to 5. I see you can get knowledge that way. Alright, banana.
Magic Boomer. Oh. That's not good for Dr. J. Jam's going to pay the money here. I like it. And that last item, unless Dr. J saw the stair, I didn't see where it was. But Dr. J has only one room left, and that room's got the Triforce.
I didn't see Gomas in 8, but I did see Gleox. But so you know Gleox won't have the staircase items. They can't have a push block in the Gleox room.
Yep. But now Dr. J finds level 1. But that is a lot of time investment to only get a magic boomerang. You got to imagine Dr. J feels like he's horrendously behind now. And, well, if he's making that assumption, he would be correct, as I think Jam has a very significant lead at this stage. In spite of the sword differential, the knowledge differential is just significantly stronger than a sword difference.
I still think it boils down to that ladder.
Yeah. Because then the question is going to be, when does Dr. J go back to 4? Because Dr. J doesn't even know he needs it yet. He hasn't seen the Triforce rooms in 7 or 8 to know that he needs it.
So we had back-to-back-to-back Gleox. Now we have back-to-back patches. Thanks, game.
The game is just putting all of the bosses in very conveniently sorted order.
Jam is not killing this one, though.
The only way it would have been more interesting is if it was a 2 followed by a 3 followed by a 4-headed Gleox. Oh, Jam takes a death. Meanwhile, Dr. J is now clearing out level 1. Jam is gonna probably go to the right here. The randomizer cannot roll a one-headed Gleeok. The minimum number that you can get on a Gleeok is 2. And a lot of that comes from the game will not make new enemies. It will only take the currently existing enemies, and it can shuffle their HP values and their drops, but it cannot create new enemies. Okay, that's a... Wow, that's a 6.
That's a Cobra.
Yeah, that is absolutely a Cobra. You can even see, like, the back of the Cobra's flare showing up in the back.
Where's G.I. Joe when you need him? Wrong Cobra.
Ah. There's the
Okay,
Triforce. Jam's out. So Jam's probably just going to jump back over to 8 real quick, finish that off. 13 hearts. If he knew where the magical sword was, I think he'd just go get it. Even though it's out of the way, you have such a high chance of getting it now.
Going back to what you're talking about with the Gleeok, imagine if the game could give the Gleeok more heads. You just have like a giant Hydra type Gleeok.
No 40-headed Gleeoks, please.
You just walk in, it just has like a massive heads. And they have to deal with them all flying around you.
Yeah.
That'd just be nightmare fuel. It would be hilarious.
So Jam is still looking for stuff. Is there something that Jam didn't see that we missed?
I'm wondering if he doesn't know where 9 is.
It could be. Because
9 was Candle Row, wasn't it?
Yeah, 9 was over by Candle Row, and he's seen Candle Row, so should know where 9 is. He's seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. He knows where 5 and 8 are. He's seen the white sword item.
Let's check this to see if maybe we can get back to where magical sword was. High flute.
It could be.
Did we find our...
Wait,
Yeah,
has
we have
Jam seen the Armos item? Yes. Is Jam looking for the magic sword? He could be looking for the magical sword. That would certainly be an unexpected play. But outside of that or a mismark, there's nothing I can think of that he's looking for. Jam's seen the white sword item. He's picked up that heart.
Good point. He could be looking for hints. That's true.
Yeah, you know what? That makes the most sense out of all the options.
I did not think about that until chat said that. So yeah, that's definitely... I think that's definitely a plausible play.
Yeah, especially if you know you've got all of your dungeon locations, but you want to know if you have to dig a TQ7 or 8. That would also explain picking up the money. Now, this may end up finding JamEvil a magic sword.
I mean, he's routing towards it, so... Hello, Marble Madness.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah, that's the Marble Madness victory theme.
Huh. I never knew that. The magic sword was in the far southwest corner. Yeah, Jam may be looking for hints. Which would also explain the raft backup.
Did we see one of the hint shops? I thought we did.
We might have on Dr. J's side near the southwest. Because I don't know how much of Deadwood's Jam has done up to this point. Also, Jam's out of bombs. There's a hint shop. Alright. Gleeok lurks with the ladder. Well, that's a hint Dr. J needs.
Will he get the hint for the bow? 'Cause that's what he's really looking for.
Yeah. That's really the only hint he wants right now. Goma creeps with the raft.
Let's see what Team Middle gives us.
Team Middle gives us Gliok returns with the power bracelet. Okay, that's information. We now know all 3 items in 8. Wait. So the bow's in either 7, 5, or 9 now. Yeah, because with all 3 items in 8 seen, that confirms that.
Was Mags blocked by the bomb spot?
Nothing.
That's it. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, was Mags blocked by the bomb spot because he's going that way right now?
No, Mags was in the open cave. And now going to be guaranteed to pick it up. So I don't see a reason that you don't pick it up on 14 hearts. Gonna save with it, and this could be a play into 5.
And now I can melt that Gliok in 8.
Yeah. And also kind of takes away Dr. J's one current advantage of combat. No longer has that. Interestingly, we don't actually know if this 5 is Goma blocked yet or not. But yeah, I think going for the hits was fine. Heart and 7 in the stair. I don't think we've seen a floor drop yet.
Well, if this 5 is Goma blocked, that's good for Jam. As it knows that's what the vitamin 7 then.
Yeah. Okay, it's accessible. He is going to go check. This also makes a lot of sense. Ooh, potential bow block for the other item in 7, which could make it relevant.
Magical Sword just gonna annihilate everything because everything is basically 4 hits.
Yep. Let's see if Jam elects to continue bombing around. Well, this should be a transport, so that means 5 is segmented. Dr. J has up an aid.
It's a segment.
Dr. J is leaving level 7. And Jam now knows, okay, that's where I can bomb into. Yeah, this look. Oh, but Jam is bomb blocked. He doesn't have bombs. You know, maybe that's the other thing Jam's looking for is the bomb shop.
Yeah, because he has been having some bomb issues, so.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, I can see that. Looking for bomb shop or hints. You take both if you can get them. Dr. J has not yet seen level 6. Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that Jam was looking for either bomb shop, hints, or both.
So, no, if you're Jam, do you go into 8, 9 after this?
Yes. If your options are 2Q8 or 2Q9, I think 2Q9 is a better play.
Interesting though, he's going away from the Triforce because he has a path to it.
This feels like a hesitancy to gamble on bow at 9.
It makes me want to go back to 7 before going into 9.
If he goes back to 7 before going to 9, that is a definite refusal to gamble on bow at 9, which is kind of interesting when it's 2Q back half. If it's 1Q, it makes a lot more sense, or shapes, it makes sense because both of those 9s are a lot larger. 2Q, it's... I feel like I would gamble 9 before I dug 8 in a 2Q scene. Just because 2Q9 is generally much quicker, but also Jam doesn't necessarily have to bomb, so that may also be an influencing factor.
With Magical Sword, though, he's just mowing through everything.
Right, but the lack of bombs for bomb walls is the bigger issue. And also, Jim may be thinking, okay, well, if there's an alternate way to get to the Triforce, I could just, look for the bow while on the way back. Which isn't a bad thing in and of itself. And yeah, Jam's just gonna rip through this Gleok. Pick up this Triforce. Where he goes from here is gonna tell us how willing he is to gamble on 9.
I like the saving of frames by getting the fairy before I ram the Triforce.
This looks like a go in the 9 play. And Dr. J is going every which way but to where level 6 is. Jam's gonna get the bad news of you need to have... Yeah. You need to not be invincible in order to take the whistle work. Ooh, just barely gets out of there. Yeah, this looks like a 9 play. So it looks like Jim's decision was to say, okay, well, let's take an alternate path because he knew there was another door to get in there and see if there's a bow, which is also very fair. Jim may not feel like it, but he actually does have a significant amount of a buffer here going into this 9.
All right, so we are in level 9. What are we looking for, bud?
Well, Ganon's contractors for his walls may have made them very sturdy, but they were not very sound. So Ganon's roar can be heard in one room adjacent. We're going to be looking for a shutter door that either automatically opens or stays closed based off of Ganon's kill. If Ganon is killed, then the door will automatically open even if enemies are in the room. If Ganon is not killed, the door will stay closed even if all the enemies are killed, and it must be a single shutter room, thirdly, because we don't have the bow, we're going to be jumping in every stair that we see in hopes that it is the bow. Now, second quest 9 has half the amount of transports as first quest 9. So, finding item stairs should be a whole heck of a lot simpler than finding the item stairs in a first quest 9. Now, this clip is a little tricky because the bubbles can't hit you. But once you're across, huge clock. Go ahead and clear this room out so you don't got to worry about it. And this is the kind of room that you're going to clear because this can be a staircase. And the hints in 9 are gonna... And there's one hint in 9 that's going to tell you the location of one of Ganon, Zelda, Silver's, or the compass. Sort of. The compass one, it kind of tells you what blocks it. And Dr. J missing 6 means that he's going to clear all of this Death Mountain before he gets back to that waterfall. Might not even be willing to go to the waterfall until he has a ladder, which would push him towards 4.
This is a staircase room, given that rupee.
Yep. Let's see. If it's a transport, I expect Jim will take it. Oh, no. It's a bow!
Ignite! Oh, hi, bow.
Alright. Dr. J has, I think, too small of a window to be able to pull this back at this point. Because you're searching at 2Q9 for Ganon and Zelda. It's generally pretty quick.
I'd say he's got 5 minutes max.
Yeah. 5 minutes to finish out 4 dungeons. And you have to be fully willing to gamble on bow and 9. This may be Zelda right here. Jam's gonna check. It is not Zelda, but he's gonna move on.
That could be Zelda.
That would certainly be an interesting door for Zelda. But Dr. J is going every which way but the way he needs to go.
I mean, play devil's advocate, it's not over until it's over.
Yeah. Found a bomb shop, apparently. But yeah, I think, in this case, if you're Jam, you're just saying, okay, coverage, 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 and take a staircase, if necessary, to get more coverage. Yeah, this is fine. Go into the ear. Oh, we have a dark room. But not Ganon. Dark rooms can exist in 9 outside of Ganon's room. In-person second quest. Shapes will still be the same. Oh, that's a prop. Jam would like that.
This is Ganon behind the dogger. Nope.
I do like going ahead and lighting these rooms up just to make sure you know what you're dealing with before you start.
It could have a hidden staircase.
Yep. Okay, we can walk through the wall. Still haven't heard a roar yet. That could be Zelda. Jim's gonna check. It's not Zelda.
This cannot be Zelda because there's 2 shutters.
Correct. Jam's got quite good coverage in 9, but doesn't have any coverage of that upper ear yet. Honestly, a hint for where Ganon is might be the most beneficial hint Jam can get.
That's a roar.
That is a roar. This is
And
probably
that's a
him.
pig.
Let's see. Yep. And there's a
And
door.
that's a single shutter door.
So
Well,
it could be.
Not single shutter door, but
Well, Ganon's room is the exception. That if Ganon is adjacent to Zelda, it doesn't matter how many shutter doors are in the room.
it'll still be a shutter though.
Yes. Ganon down. Dr. J's window is even shorter now. Let's see. Well, this will not be Zelda. She cannot be in a room with push blocks. This will not be Zelda either. Dr. J not buying the hints here is...
Triple turnstiles. Love it.
I feel like if I'm Dr. J, I would... Yeah, Dr. J is going to go back and buy the hints. Because at this point, what else are you going to spend your money on? Except maybe a blue ring? But... if he goes team... Now, this could be Zelda. It doesn't have to be. It is not. So, bubble rooms will trick you. In that you'll think you found Zelda, but you haven't. And that's the hint Dr. J needed. Dr. J now knows that level 4 contains the ladder. Pretty good room here for Jam.
Have you ever seen
a lot of this 9?
Go ahead.
Say, Jam's seen a lot of this 9, but still hasn't gotten up to that upper right ear yet. Zelda may be hiding up in there.
Have you ever seen triple turnstiles in a row like that before? Because I have not.
I have not, no. I know that level 9, I think, has 3 turnstiles all right next to each other in all second class, but not right in a row.
So we have 3... we had 3... We had straight back to back to back, and 3 turnstiles.
This also is not Zelda's room.
Yeah, we missed the sub hour.
Sorry, go ahead.
We missed the sub hour. That's okay though.
Yeah. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
Well, it was on the way to the right ear. And with that, everyone, please get your GDs in chat for Game 1 winner, JamEvil, with an official time of 1:02:46.
Now, they are going to be doing a doubleheader, so they're going to take a bit of a break after this race. And then we'll be back for Game 2. So we probably won't have any interviews until after the second game.
And I will also need a little bit of a break after this race, too. As I'm handling both sides of the doubleheader, but I believe you are tagging out with Gooners and Phoenix for Game 2.
Correct. I have my own race in a bit, so I got to eat dinner.
Okay. Dr. J probably has the race room closed. Probably hasn't seen the finish yet, which a lot of runners do run with the race rooms closed just to not have that extra pressure.
You may want to see where his ladder is.
Yeah.
It's usually a doubleheader. Once one person finishes, the other person just stops.
Yep. But also, if you have the room closed, you don't know if the other person's finished yet. Dr. J, close to the flatter and 4. Going to end up pretty much full clearing the level. And Dr. J is closing in on that ladder location. I think it's a couple of rooms away now.
He did do the full clear of the level like Jam did, though, so it kind of happened to both of them.
Yeah, the slider was in kind of an awkward spot because he couldn't bomb into the room due to the corridor stair.
And the balls kind of just stuck, too. Yeah, Dr. J grabs his ladder.
And it looks like he's still going, which indicates that he's got the race room closed out. So he probably doesn't know that Jam is finished yet. Which, he may just choose to go ahead and finish out the scene anyway.
Yeah, it gives Jam a little bit of a break, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's your thought on playing back-to-back seeds? 'Cause I personally can't do it. I suffer from those seed playing way too much.
I can do it, but I find it actually makes me a little bit more susceptible to getting hand cramps.
Yeah, you play off keyboard, right?
I play on keyboard, and my hands are already kind of naturally prone to cramping from overuse anyway. So I especially found this at SG Live last year, is that if I do 2 seeds back-to-back, by about the middle of the second seed, I'm starting to have to stretch my hand in just about any time I can get a chance to not have my right hand on the arrow keys to move. So for me, double headers are, if necessary, I'll do them, but I really don't want to do them. The seed bleed aspect isn't too terribly bad.
For me, I tend to mismark more when I do back-to-back seeds.
To answer a question I'm being asked about, do I prefer playing on keyboard? I have about 10 years of muscle memory with Z1 on a keyboard. I can play it with a controller. I just don't have nearly as much muscle memory built up on controller as I do on keyboard. And also, Dr. J hasn't seen 6 yet, so this could still be a little bit.
Nice bombs. Took out 6 blue Lionels together.
Yeah, that was really good. Gonna find the bait block!
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Okay, Dr. J is gonna go to that one room that's missing on the map before going to buy the bait. Well, that means the power bracelet's plate blocked.
Well, he knows the power bracelet's here, so that's not terrible for him, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's just a matter of, right now, his options are the Triforce is in this one hole in the map, guarded by multiple Gleox in a row, or the Triforce is bait blocked. Which of those options is good?
Level 1.
Instructions unclear. I accidentally sent you to level 10.
Trigger.
You can have your book
Are
and
there Gleox?
That would actually be an interesting ROM hack where every level's boss is just a Gleok with the number of heads corresponds to the level number.
And hit a Gleok. Would the door strat still work?
Maybe. But also Ganon is replaced by a 9-headed Gleok.
What about like an invisible 9-headed Gleok when the heads are invisible too?
Yes. Oh, and we're gonna give them, instead of fireballs, they shoot out a stream of candle fires that deal 2 hearts damage. You know, for kids. All right, here's another Gleok. Well, Dr. J knows that this can't be the power bracelet, so this has to be the Triforce. All right, I'm seeing a suggestion of Dragon Head shoot bubbles. Is that like my Wallmaster is that like my wizard that shoots Wallmasters? All right, Dr. J is done in level 8. Probably going to head back to level 7 here. Then looks like Dr. J is going to go ahead and just finish up the seed. Probably has the race room closed, so he doesn't know that the Matt Jam has finished up. So the question now is going to be, is Dr. J going to be willing to gamble on Bow and 9? Granted, the items in 6 weren't too terribly far away. So this is game 1 of a double header. So once Dr. J finishes or sees the race room here, and even then may decide to finish anyway, we'll have game 2 immediately following. Including the Goma sadly does not work.
No, you cannot put the Goma to sleep. Looks like he's going to be looking for the other item.
Which indicates to me a bit of a reluctance to gamble on 9. Well, now he's headed to the Triforce room.
No, he just go back to 5. He has to find level 6, but he has to clear back to level 5.
Yep. Instead, Dr. J is headed back to this area. kind of an interesting flute. I don't know if that was necessarily faster than just walking. But where's Dr. J headed now? Looks like he's headed to the waterfall. Okay. Gonna head up the mountain first.
Six was at the waterfall. I was.
Yes, inside of the waterfall. And here we go. So Dr. J's just gotta get Triforce out of here, although probably is gonna end up looking for both items. So you can play the randomizer as vanilla in that you can load up like the randomized sprites and such, and just don't turn on any of the flags to randomize anything, and just start with 3 hearts. It'll give you the different hints, the different NPCs potentially, and Dr. J is going to go ahead and look for the items here in 6. Does not seem to be willing to gamble on bow and 9 at this point.
Well, not find anything he likes to see here.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of a small shape 6, though.
Yeah. Just very wonky in terms of it's a long way around to get to the places. That is correct. Just a heart and a raft in here. Yes, yep, there's the raft. Dr. J is going to go ahead and leave it.
One good thing, the bow wasn't too far into 9, so as long as it takes the right path, he'll be able to grab it pretty quickly. We'll see if he gets the magical sword, though. I'm gonna find his item pretty close to here, I think, though. That was a staircase. Got his heart on the floor. And he has to go to level 5 before he goes to level 9. He doesn't know where 5 is. He was in there earlier. Is one of the first? Maybe he doesn't know where 5 is. I thought he had it earlier. If he knows where 5 is, I'm not quite sure what he's looking for. Maybe the other hidden shop. Not quite sure why he's killing so many enemies. Unless he's looking for money. Looks like he might be. Hey, Jam, how are you?
Oh, hey. I
How
totally
you doing,
missed
buddy?
this. Hey, doing well.
So how's that seed for you? It didn't seem too bad.
No, not bad at all. I took the gamble on 9. It paid off. I searched for a while for the magic sword. That paid off finally.
We weren't sure if you're looking for that or if you're looking for hints. We were kind of going back and forth between which one you could be looking for.
Either one at that point was fine, or enough money to buy the blue ring at that point. Something. I needed something because combat was pretty rough. All the Gleoks ran into a bunch of Patra. It was just. I decided that combat was more important than exploration, and that's what I pursued, and it worked out.
We had a good chuckle over that triple Gleok and 6 and 8.
Oh god, I was like,
Yeah.
2 of them, fine. 3, get out of here.
So Gleok was actually kind of the turning point of the seed, though. But in level 4, Dr. J did not want to kill the Gleok in 4 to get down to where the ladder was, and that's what held him up a bit.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I could see this easily going an hour and a half if I would have searched every dungeon looking for the bow.
Yeah,
And not had went into 9, or if I went into 9 and it hadn't been in there, then I would be still searching dungeons at this point, probably.
yeah, with 8 having white sword power bracelets, magical boomerang, and 7 having a heart and some other assorted garbage, probably the wand.
Mm.
I say assorted garbage because you had the magic sword at that point.
Any combat is preferred.
It's funny because the way the seed was going, it looked like with everything being over on the forest, right? You had all 8 dungeons, all 9 dungeons before the 40-minute mark. So we're like, could this possibly be a sub 50?
Could have been. Could have. If I was a little bit better. I think if I was a little bit better and I could have got the Tringle out of 8 the first time I was in there, maybe I could have gotten a little bit closer to the 50 mark. But hey, this is one of my fastest tournament seeds, and it was one of more difficult ones. It was the first seed that I've had out of all my practices, everything, that the bow was actually a 9. Important item was actually a 9.
Yeah, and to be fair, asking somebody to do 3 Gleoks back to back blind is not the easiest for anyone. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. I mean, if I don't think I had the potion at that point. If I had the potion, it'd be all right. I don't know. One point, I forgot to use the potion in 6. It actually paid off because the Tringle was on the other side. So I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, I'm just not good at second quest, and I'm not good at shapes. And this was a combination of the both. So yeah.
The other thing that we thought you might have been looking for was a bomb shop, given that bombs were not the friendliest.
Yeah, I mean, I did see a bomb salesman, but yeah, an overworld bomb shop would have been great. I don't think I saw one, and if I did, I didn't note it down.
The only one we know of is that Forgotten Spot.
Yeah, the Death Mountain, or on the way up to Death Mountain. Yeah, I didn't do much of any Death Mountain, but yeah, bombs were at a premium. Bombs were totally hard to find.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. I apologize. I'd have to step away for a moment.
I did that after the race. I was like, oh, good.
Jay is looking to dig out the second I'm here in 5. I don't know what. I think it was just another heart.
Yeah, I don't. I want to see some like statistic percentage on how often important items have been in night, because you don't see it often at all. And I see a lot of people make the gamble, and the only reason I chose to make the gamble was because I had the recorder. If I didn't have the recorder, then I would have been straight up searching. Like, that's been my strategy this whole tournament, was search 100% basically. And this is the first seed that kind of threw me out of that. Being second quest level 7, 8, and 9, I really didn't want to explore them at all. I'm just surprised that it paid off. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch the VOD, but I have to see what my face looked like when I found the bow and nine. Like,
Like, oh my god, it does exist.
I didn't believe it. Like, I was like, wow, that was such a gamble. Like,
I had it twice this tournament with bow and 9.
it's a great flag. It really is. It really spices it up a little bit.
It makes you think a little bit different on how you go about your gambles, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and I could see it definitely paying off for some people along the way. Hopefully, we see it a little bit more.
With it being a 2Q9, which tends to be a little bit smaller but easier to transverse, if it had been 1Q or shapes, would you still have made that play? Would you have gone back into like 7 or 8?
I probably would. Yeah, if it wasn't second quest, I probably would have went back into at least 8. If it was first quest, I definitely would have went back into 7 and 8. If it was shapes, I probably would have just done 8. Just for the quantity of items. Even knowing that the power bracelet was in there, I got the hit for that.
Dr. J in 9 now.
Oh,
That's an early game.
yeah, you found getting right quick. I didn't even notice it was there. I went right in this room. That's right.
Yep, it's on that
Right to start.
I think the bow was on that right side.
Yes,
Yeah, bow's only a couple of rooms in.
but it's kind of weird to navigate there, and there are a few passages that kind of like, hey, come this way instead. So there are a lot of choices that steer you away from it.
Then Zelda was over in the other corner, guarding the ear.
Yeah, that was a good hiding spot for her. Oh yes, the double Patra. Right.
The game didn't have enough boss rush mode.
Yeah.
No red ring or blue ring this siege for either one of you.
Yeah, rings were definitely. I did see 2 ring shops. I just never had enough money, and then I paid the mugger, and I was like, well, now I'll never have enough money. Another good reason to check a few more caves, you know.
They're doing some good dance during the fireballs. The Patrick's already kind of out of orbit.
Yeah, I hate it when they go wonky. I always make sure that they don't.
Yeah, I don't know what the way to consistently make them not go wonky is. I just stab them.
Don't split them. Don't split them up. Yeah. If you start killing them, make sure that you just like leave the alternate ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This room is a pain to let her clip in.
Yeah, especially
It
with the red bubbles.
I chose to go right as well. Up and down is a little scary. Even though it's like more natural. Right, the speed run, level 4, T room ladder clip. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. This is fine.
Well, that was exciting.
This happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the wonderful world of half tiles.
I have often said that the 3 hardest enemies in this game are the grid, the floor, and the keys.
That's true. That's an agree.
So Dr. J should be near the bow.
Yeah, you don't take the passage. And this the Dig Dogger shoot room. This is one I was glad I didn't have to revisit.
Wait, if I remember this map in 9 correctly, I think Dr. J is gonna find that Zelda's there.
That is Zelda. Yes.
So, also, remember when we were talking and I said that could be Zelda?
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, you're right.
you called it.
Good to know. Good to know.
He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. He's got 2 of 3 puzzle pieces. It's all coming together.
I remember the bow was on this side of the map. I just don't remember where exactly it was.
Oh, I'm not telling. It's not my job to remember that stuff. I'm trying to brain dump it for the next match. I have to do doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, someone else tried to talk about that. When you do back-to-back seeds, do you ever get like seed bleed?
If it's more than two, I start to experience it a little bit. I could do 3. Once it's 4, I'm unreliable beyond belief. There are moments of unreliability after the 3rd, but 2, I'm good. 2, I'm definitely good. Brain has enough room for 2 seeds. At the point now where I've seen so many of them that my brain kind of just overwrites the map. Like the map is ingrained into my head now. It's like how the game actually works. It just overwrites with new rooms. Yeah.
Your own personal tracker.
Yeah. It's like I don't even see the numbers anymore. All I see is blonde, brunette, redhead.
Well, these guys passed the Zelda now.
The 90s.
Just needs the bow.
No, you guys are playing game 2 after this. Have you guys talked about how long of a window you're going to have?
What, like intermission? Or,
Yeah.
Nope. No, I feel like I'm good to go. I don't think we need an intermission. However long Dr. J needs, for sure. I'm good to go whenever.
I think we're going to see another stair here. And that's the red ring in 9.
Ooh.
And it looks like Dr. J is at least going to stick around a little bit.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to at this point. You've digging so much of it out.
Plus, you might think you're bow blocked out of the other item in 7 anyway.
This will lead him back to the bow if he takes the passage in the top left corner. Because that's where I came from. After getting the bow. Searching for Ganon. So he's kind of on the right track. If there's not another staircase up here. I don't remember if there was or not.
Mm. So we know that at least 14 hearts was enough to pick up the magic sword. We don't know about lower. We know 14 was enough.
At least, yes, the minimal. I was very surprised at how many hearts I found early, including the white sword item being a heart.
Yeah, we noticed that, like, what was it, like 30 minutes in, you were already up to 9-10 hearts, and we're like, okay,
Yeah.
well, if Jam finds the magic sword, he's probably going to get it, and then you just kept getting more hearts, and we're like, yeah, okay, if Jam finds the magic sword, he will get it.
It still wasn't enough though. The hearts alone, it needed the combat. Like,
Yeah.
Or I mean, I probably could have done it with the potion, but it sped everything up at that point. It made me feel a lot better. It said if I'm gonna have to dig all of 7 and all of 8 looking for the bow, I'm gonna have the magic sword. I didn't make the decision to go to 9 until like the last second. Like Tringle is easy. I gotta go.
Yeah. And with important items in 9, TQ9 is probably the least difficult of the 9s to check.
Yeah, it's actually preferred for me. I actually was looking for second quest 7, 8, 9, which is fine. I think they're easier than shapes It's definitely smaller than First Quest. Even if the 7 and 8s can be a nightmare.
Mm. And it did kind of help that the blue Lionels rolled down. Oh, look, another turnstile.
Oh, they were very nice Lionels. You
Oh,
know,
this is the string of 3 turnstiles in a row.
you know who wasn't nice this seed though? Just the Pole's voice.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was 13. It was 12 or 13.
Probably 12, given that 13 would require ±4.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can yell at Rick for that one, I think. Cause
That was a lot of rabbits. That was a lot of dang rabbits. That's a great epitaph. My headstone just. It was a lot of dang rabbits.
Speaking of rabbits, here's more of them.
Yep.
Dr. J is now back at start.
I just. I can't. I don't even need to say it, do I?
Probably not.
Everybody's
water
thinking it. Everyone's
Yeah.
thinking it right now.
And nothing.
Nothing. Oh, there's the compass. With the stair. That is a transport.
I want to see his map because he can't have that many rooms left.
Yeah, I gotta imagine he's seen most of 9 by now. Another shoot. Yay.
That's it. Yeah.
Into the tea room.
It was around here, yeah. I think right from here. Wait.
There he goes into this room. I'll be curious if this ends up being a full clear of 9.
I think it is.
Gotta be close. We'll see
But
the up A.
And there's the bow for Dr. J.
Oh, right. The Zelda's here, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could go do that just to meme if you wanted.
was pretty close.
Dr. J is leaving 9. Probably to get a heal.
Yeah, fairy time.
Yep. Or gonna get a bunch of heart drops and go back in. Okay.
That works. Red ring. Good to go.
Yeah.
What's better than a fairy?
Or explosion.
A fairy explosion, yes. Ah, touche.
The rare double fairy where it gives you 5 hearts. But you can only activate that on the 33rd Tuesday of every year.
Math.
I don't even know which Tuesday. Like, I know it's the 33rd Tuesday, but I don't know what day of the year, like what the actual date of the 33rd Tuesday this year is.
It's like September,
That sounds right.
like the first or second week of September, maybe.
That's probably it. Maybe it's just Labor Day weekend, the day after Labor Day. That's when you can activate it.
Oh, day after Labor Day is your birthday.
Oh, it is?
It is
Okay.
August 13th, 2024.
Ba-dum-ts. Yeah.
All right, so on August 13th, you can get the Rare Devil Fairy.
I use the Google Foo.
Unfortunately, I forgot to write down how you actually make the Devil Fairy spawn. And Dr. J's going to see it, but got to go around. There's the door. There's the room. There is the Zelda. Everyone, please get your GDs in chat for Dr. J, PhD, I believe, finishing with a time of like 140, 46-ish.
All right, Jim. I am going to bow out. You have a fantastic race, too. Good luck, my friend. Well played in game one.
Righto, thanks so much.
Also, it was a pleasure. JLo, thanks for tracking. Chat, I'm going to be turning my part over to Mooners and Phoenix. Have a good one, guys.
And I will be back in a couple of minutes, however long, to get everything set up for race 2.